Hello there. So I got this figure in yesterday, and I, I'm really, God, I'm almost at a loss for words. It's, you know, it, it's one of those figures. When you finally get a figure that, is the definitive version of that character, and especially this one for me, it's really, kind of awesome. Um, so if you ever watched, I have a video from when I hit 100 subscribers a long, long time ago. Um, Thinking it, I brought up that the Farmboy Luke vintage figure. Matter of fact, I'll do my comparison first. This figure here, excuse me, this figure here this is the very first Star Wars figure I ever got. It was him and the Tusken Raider, and then it was my brother got R2D2 and C3PO, and my sister got Chewbacca, which all eventually ended up with me. And so, this is really, like I said, this is the first action figure in my collection. As you can see, he is well loved and well played with. From I got this thing when I was when I was like 8 years old, and now fast forward many years later, and Hasbro gives us this guy, and it is, I gotta say, I don't think they could do a better job with this guy. The look on this figure, look at the face. It's amazing. It's almost, it's like they plucked Mark Hamill from 1977 and put him in 3 3/4 inch form. The outfit's just right. It's even like the way the knees kind of hide the joint. He's got the rocker ankle, so he's super articulated. A little droid collar on the lightsaber. I'm holding him in the pose when he kind of first ignites the lightsaber in Obi-Wan's hut for this one. Yeah, he's amazing, and I'm just blown away by how cool this figure looks. Especially when it's, hey, it's one of the 96. Okay, great. But when it's like, for a lot of kids my age, when we were kids in 1978, when the action figures first started coming out, this was the first one that we got, was Luke. He's one of the original 12. He's not one of the original 96. He's one of the original 12. And for them to knock this thing out of the park as well as they have, I'm kudos. To Hasbro. They did a great job. And okay, fine. Loose collectors are going to be super happy with this guy. Like I said, you can put him in just about any pose you want. The arms are, the joints are all, he's super articulated. The double barbell on the head, the rocker ankles, everything. He's even got the barbell hips, so he's got the best of articulation. But let's talk about it for the card collectors. Look at this. This is, it's almost like the only thing that's missing is just having the 12 back on the back. If they have VC 344, and this is years after the formation of the Empire, Luke Skywalker is thrust into the struggle of the Rebel Alliance on a journey that will change the galaxy. And of course, they don't show older versions of this, but goodness, the Kenner logo, the original Star Wars look. This was the original card, if I remember correctly. But even if it's not, I'm 99% sure. I didn't look it up. I usually do research like that, but I didn't. I just kind of really wanted to talk about it. But is there a better scene of Farmboy Luke in the original Star Wars, other than when he's out there and watching the sunset, and that's what you have on this card. It's, I mean, this figure is, I mean, a 10 out of 10 perfect if I were rating figures like that. It's awesome. I mean, you put this with the Leia that came out. I don't have one in front of me. It's actually on the shelf where I'm going to put this guy. I'm going to take another one out. I know, tell me about it, R2. But, I mean, one of these I'm going to put on my BMF Falcon. I'm going to put the, actually, let me see if I can do this without knocking everything over. Probably not. Well, I thought I had him displayed with this helmet on, but I might not. I might leave it because this is the one I've been using. We'll use a comparison, and I got to admit that this is a good Luke, a good Farmboy Luke. It's a very good, decent likeness. You know, obviously the articulation from, what was this, about the Legacy era. You know, but I mean, a decent likeness and everything else. But I mean, just look at this one compared to it. Look at it. You can't compare these. This is a good figure. Don't get me wrong. He's been in my collection for a long time. Will be for a long time more. But I mean, my goodness. I mean, where you have the little droid collar thing, or the comm link, right here, just molded in. I mean, this is a separate piece. I could take it out. He could hold this in his hand. You know, like the scene. Well, I guess it's the thing that activates the restraining bolt on C-3PO in that scene, right after this, when he walks into the garage to finish cleaning the droids. But I mean, I've got this helmet with the blast shield. Would it fit? And it fits great. So I mean, not that I would. I mean, like I said, in my Falcon. Oh, good Lord! Now I can't get this off. There we go. It takes a little work, but it does come off. I even had this guy in there without the helmet on. I had the helmet up on, there's like a little thing that sticks off the Navi computer, and the helmet was sitting there because I remember that's about where it's hanging when Obi-Wan gets it and puts it on Luke. So, but yeah, there's definitely one of these guys. Like I said, it's going on a shelf right underneath the Star Wars movie poster, where I've got these shelves where I'm putting action figures from each of the movies that are on there. And then I'm going to take one of these in the Falcon. I'll probably keep another one for the Cantina when I get that next year or later this year. But yeah, I mean, this guy is awesome. I mean, this is, you know, Hasbro, this is it. If you are watching, anybody watching this video, this is how you do it. You have done a great job on this figure. He is incredible. Especially for like guys like me that have been, you know, I mean, can't really consider myself a collector in 78. These were my toys. But this is awesome. Now, if I want to be a little negative towards this, and not towards the figure at all, but kind of in Hasbro in general, I saw it on I think it was in the Vintage Collection Facebook page. Somebody pointed out that the version of Luke from the Black Series version of this Luke, it's basically this. It's the exact same figure, just shrunk down. All right, how come now? If that's the case, why do we not have the rest of the Rogue One squad? I need Baze and Bodhi. You know, I've wanted those figures since the movie came out. You know, especially to go with the rest of the squad. Why do we not have the rest of the Bad Batch? It's inexcusable if that's the case. But I don't want to, rant over. I don't want to. I don't like to be negative in my videos, but I mean, it just irks me that, again, it's just a glaring, there's a miss. But I mean, I'm going to put that aside for now. And I mean, just how amazing is this figure? I'm in awe. I really am. I've been, just checking him out since I got it, just looking at this figure, and he is just, it's perfect. What they're doing with head sculpts now, I mean, it's been like this for the past few years. I mean, it's incredible. So, I mean, now I want to see what they're going to do with this Chewbacca that's coming out. I mean, as nice as the Chewbacca we've been getting for the past few years, I mean, I have one right here. If you give me a second. This one I have it standing on my skiff, so he's a good. This isn't, this is a Return of the Jedi kind of look for Chewbacca. But again, I mean, they're going to update this, and honestly, we've been getting a version of this figure since the Goof re-release in 2005, and it's no complaints. I mean, sure, they're going to update the hips because his hips don't move. Okay, they're just swivel. But I mean, yeah, bring it on. If you're going to give us original 12 figures with this quality, yes, please. And I can't wait to see the new Han. I mean, we've gotten a version of the Han that I came with the BMF Falcon, the VOTC, to see an update, if they're going to have a quality like this for Han, who is like, my favorite character from the original trilogy, I'm over the moon. Yes, please. But, I mean, that's it for now. I'll wrap this one up. But, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I mean, I don't know. I would love to hear from you. So, hey, this is the end of the video. So, hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're one of my subscribers already, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you. Please leave a comment below. Do you agree with me on this? I mean, this is just, joining the Love Fest. You can disagree with me. I'm totally cool with it. I would love to hear from you. Just leave a comment below, leave a like, all that good stuff. And until next time, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.